right. Well, you guys, I'm going to get started. This is being recorded. So, and if anyone jumps on, oh, Kim is jumping on. Okay, cool. Hey, Kim. I was just saying, this will be a little bit of a shorter training, probably around 30 minutes. But I'm just going to run through referrals in Command and how you can utilize them, send and receive referrals. It's a really great applet in order to, kind of look up other KW agents and their production, and how much business they're doing in a certain area. So it tracks all of that, which is really, really nice. I see Emily's jumping on. Great. Hey, Emily. All right, so let me get my screen all set up here and we'll get going. All right. All right, can everybody see my command screen? Okay, awesome. All right, so one thing that I wanted to make note of before I even get into the referrals applet is I want to make sure that everybody really pays special attention to their referrals profile. So you've probably heard me talk a lot about your marketing profile in Command, and that's in your settings. Your marketing profile is your consumer-facing profile, but you also have a referrals profile. So when you click into this, this is going to allow you to either change your profile photo or upload one if you haven't already. So if this is blank, just go in here, click on that circle, and it's going to allow you to upload a photo, your headshot from your computer. And you can also change this background image. I think if you're looking at yours right now, or if you go in and you look at it later, you're probably going to see, I believe it's the Austin, Texas skyline. So that is editable. You can go in and click on change banner photo. And again, you can just upload an image from your computer and change out that photo. You also can edit your profile here. So I would make sure to go in, edit these details, add in as much information as possible, because this is the profile that's going to show up in that referrals applet. So if there's another Keller Williams agent looking for an agent in our area, this is what they're going to see when they're looking up agents in a certain market center, or they're looking at production in a certain area and your name comes up. You want to make sure that this is filled out with as much information as possible. You'll notice that, your first and last name and your KWU ID. So those are not, those should be automatically filling in there. But your email, your phone number, this right here, I noticed that's the office number. So if you want to just, enter in your cell phone number instead of that office number, you can do so right in there. Service areas, so you can add new service areas. So if I wanted to do TOSA, oops, and you can add as many as you like. Entering in a bio, so just like one paragraph, it doesn't have to be super duper long, but just having that in there where you can kind of just introduce yourself so that people kind of get a good sense of who you are, what you're all about, what services you offer. If you are a full service real estate agent servicing buyers and sellers, just being really particular and, descriptive of, who you are. Social media links, again, it's just more links to have people click and view, into your business Facebook page. If you have a YouTube channel, LinkedIn, Instagram, Google Plus, all of those. And then referral network, you probably want to be opted in. So that should just default to be on. But then you can also choose to include certain things to display on your profile. So such as closed units, listings, closed units, buy, sales, closed units, lease, and time with Keller Williams as well. So just make sure to save changes if you do make any changes. And you'll be able to see all of those details right in here. So you'll see that I now added Wauwatosa as a service area, social media links there, all of that information will pull in. So again, that's just clicking on your name in the upper right corner and selecting referrals profile, not to get confused with my profile or your marketing profile. It's that first one there, referrals profile. All right, so I'm going to click back into command and we're going to actually dive into referrals. So right over here, referrals is that little person icon with the kind of the location icon as well. So I'm going to click into there and it brings you straight to the dashboard. And the dashboard is just going to give you an overview of any pending invites, referral invites. You know, your referral network is really just people that wanted to connect with you and just say, hey, like I'm here. Here's my, like the areas that I service. Like I would love to be a referral partner for this area. So that's going to be your referral network. You can see my screen isn't the greatest example, but I've connected with, you know, a couple people in the area, such as Diana, and just a couple of random referral requests that I've gotten and accepted. But I can see any pending invites, pending referrals that I've sent, anything that I've received, and anything that I've actually sent. So you can see I've not had to use this, but if you did, you'll be able to track those kind of in that overview there. My pending invites, so if I click on that, it's going to show me any referral invites that I've received that I haven't responded to yet. So when you are sending a referral request to somebody, you can add a note as well. And so I'm able to see those right in here. So I could go in and I could accept these. I can ignore them. I can do whatever I want with them. I'm going to click back on dashboard here. I can also view more information about my referral partners here. So again, that profile is going to fill in here. I can see that agent statistics. I can add notes for that referral partner. Got this person. So I can see their number of transactions, their sales volume in the last 12 months, average deal size, all of that information. So I'm able to access that for any of my referral partners. I can also, from the screen, send them a referral. So I can just send that directly to Diana if I want to send her any buyers or sellers in her area. Also on this screen, I can just simply click on new referral. And so it is going to first require me to find an agent or select an agent. So I could either search for their name. So if they're in my network, they're going to pop up here. Otherwise, I'd have to find an agent first in order to add them and then continue filling this out. So if I click on find an agent, that actually is going to take me into the map. So you'll notice that this there's a tab titled map right in here. And so that took me directly there to actually find and select the agent that I'm sending this referral to. And so diving into the map a little bit, you'll notice that it's going to say use the zoom to scroll in and out because then that's going to start populating agent names. So I can search on the map here. So if I'm looking in a particular area, I'm just going to do Miami, Florida. So it's going to jump me to that area on the map. And you'll notice that I've got these like red and I've got these green dots here. So these are all going to represent an agent who has closed a deal in that area. Those are all going to represent a transaction. And if let's just say, okay, maybe the area that my buyer is looking in, it's down here. So the more I zoom in, the more descriptive this is going to get. And you'll notice that my results are now going to start populating agents. And again, these are the agents that are representing a particular transaction in that area. So these red dots, if I click on it, it's going to show me the agent who sold that property right there. And then it's going to highlight them right over here as well. And I can click on this little arrow to show some more information. So their contact information, languages spoken, their statistics, closed units, listings sold, all of that information right there. The green dots are just still going to be a little bit more condensed agent information. So like I have to keep zooming in if I want to see like the particular agent who sold that property right on that street. So that's how that works in terms of the map. And I can continue to kind of zoom out. Or if I want to get more specific in an area, you'll see, okay, I'm down to 39 results in this area. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit more. Okay, now I've got 15. So you can kind of go through those 15 agents, you know, click on their name, click on that arrow, view more information. But then you also have the opportunity to filter. So I can easily click on filters here. And I can filter by KW specialization. So if I want somebody who's focused in on the luxury market or land, or they're part of MAPS coaching, any one of those I can choose. If you're looking for an agent who speaks a certain language, this is really, really nice because you can select those there. So let's just say, you know, I'm looking for a Spanish speaking agent who has closed at least 5 transactions in the last 12 months in that particular area. And maybe I'll just go off of that. You know, you can enter in, you know, listings sold, buy sides, leases as well, average listing price and sales volume. So then you'll just apply that filter. Okay, so that ruled everybody out. So I would just want to, you know, change that up a little bit or kind of zoom out a little bit more. I'm just going to clear that. Oop, yeah, clear that filter, apply again. So you kind of have to manipulate this a little bit depending on the type of stats that you're searching for. You know, if anyone, let's just say you're looking for a Spanish speaking agent in the Miami area. Again, I'm going to filter and I'm just going to search Spanish and I'm going to apply that filter. And hopefully out of 200. Okay, so there we go. There I've got a little bit more. And that's where I can then, you know, filter by a couple more options here. Okay, now I've got 12. Okay, so now let's just say, you know, these 12 agents, they all look good. They all look like they have a good reputation. That's where you can choose to send a broadcast referral to those 12 agents. And so essentially what that broadcast referral is you can send it out to those 12 agents. And then the first agent who basically raises their hand and says, yes, I'll take that referral, they're going to be rewarded with that referral. So they would have, it's really first come, first serve. But if you do want to send out that broadcast referral, you can choose to kind of hide your name. If you check off show my identity, then when they receive that referral, they will see that it's coming from you. Otherwise, you can keep that unchecked. You'll choose whether it's a buyer or seller transaction. Referral fee, it's going to default to 25%, but you can change that. So I'm just going to kind of grab that circle and edit that if I choose. Maybe I want to up that to 30% referral fee. Acceptance deadline defaults to 24 hours. If you want to up that to 48 hours, you can do that as well. You can lower it, up to you. Minimum price, maximum price. So let's just say this is my buyer. I am they're around 300,000 to 350. You'd enter in your price range, any notes pertaining to that referral, and then the client's information. So it says right here, the client information will be kept completely confidential until you wish to award the referral. So you're going to send this referral to 12 people, but they are not going to see the contact information for your client. That's going to display once you reward that referral. Once someone says, yes, I will take that, and you say, great, here you go, then they get that information. So this is really nice too. So you can select from your database, and it's just a matter of typing in their contact. Otherwise, if you have not added them to your database yet, you're simply going to click on Create New Contact. And you'll enter in their first name, last name. You can check off whether they're pre-approved, pre-qualified, their address, desired location, and their phone, their email, transaction timeline, things like that. And then once you're done, you can add contact and send that broadcast referral, and that's it. So super, super simple. And even if you're not doing a broadcast referral, let's just say, so back to this screen here, you've got these couple of different icons. So I can either click on add, basically that little plus, to add somebody to my referral network. And that's just a matter of, I can send a personalized message, kind of just describing myself, maybe your experience, how many years in real estate, just a really quick, like, hey, my name is Lindsey Vranek. I'm in the Milwaukee market. Would love to connect and be a referral partner for Milwaukee for you. And then you can send that invite. Otherwise, the other icon here is basically you're sending that referral. So let's just say I'm choosing Wendy. I want to send Wendy a referral. And again, you would, very similar to the previous screen, you would fill out all of this information. But Wendy is showing up as the agent that you're sending the referral to. So again, referral fee, deadline, price range, notes, and then the client's information. And that's how you're going to send that referral. Now, does anyone have questions on the map so far? I want to make sure I'm not going too fast. All right.
I have a couple of questions, but you might get to it about like receiving and accepting and like where that comes in.
Yeah, totally. I'm just going to show you a couple of things on the map before I navigate off of this screen, and then I'll get more into like the My Referrals tab and network and all of that. Yep. Okay, so a couple other things just on the map here. You'll notice that there's a couple of drop downs here. So I can kind of filter by a few different things on the map. So I was filtering by production, but I can also search by market center. So if you want to send a referral to an agent in a particular market center, that's where you're going to choose market centers. And it's just a matter of kind of manipulating the map and the zoom. And then it's going to represent, it's going to showcase the different market centers right here. So there's a market center. Oh, yeah. So then over on the right-hand side, it's going to show all of those agents that are in that particular market center. And then it's going to show you just the name of it, the address, how many agents. So if I do Milwaukee, that should show all of our market centers as well. So there we go. If I click on Whitefish Bay, I've got a filter on, so only Carla's showing. So that should show all of our Whitefish Bay and Wauwatosa agents. And if I unclicked, let's click on Heartland. Let's look at the Lake Country Market Center. So again, it's got the list of all of our Lake Country agents. And again, it's going to showcase based on like who's done transactions as well out in that area. And some of our leadership team shows up too. Oh, there I am. Funny. And there we go. Okay, the other thing, so you can also search by my network. So I've got, only 2 people in our market that I'm connected to in the referrals applet here. So it's going to show them there as well. Also referral patterns. So this is a really neat tool to utilize. Like if you want to build your referral network a little bit more, but you're not really sure, what cities to target. This is a really great way to see, okay, who's like moving to Milwaukee, who's moving to Oconomowoc, or the areas that you specialize in, because then you can specifically look at, okay, it looks like a lot of like people are moving to and from like Arizona. Like you'll see over here, Scottsdale, I know Tucson was on here. You'll also be able to see like you can change it from, okay, what are the referral patterns that are being sent? So that'll change it up a little bit. Sorry, it's on sent, and then received. So who's coming to Milwaukee? So again, over here on the right-hand side, 24% people are moving from Tucson, Arizona. So maybe you want to, connect with a few agents around that area and, become referral partners with, a lot of agents in Tucson. So it's just a kind of a neat way to strategically go through and say, okay, how am I building my referral network? And what cities am I focusing on? So this is something that's kind of cool because then, again, you can just start zooming in and, take a look at agents who are around that area. All right, so I'm going to get back into, I'm going to click on my referrals here. So this is basically where you can manage your active referrals, anything that you've received, because you'll see anything that I've sent. So I haven't sent anything, so I'm not going to see anything here. Anything that you've received, you're going to see over here. So I can see, the referral information, and I can see any notes and updates as well. So I can also click through to pending, active, funded, meaning, so it'll actually say referrals that are connected to closed opportunities. So basically like you got paid from that referral. Anything that's been lost. So if something didn't end up closing, you can mark it as a lost referral, very similar to how you do that with an opportunity in Command. Anything expired, canceled, so referrals that didn't receive a response or were canceled by the sender. So that's what that means. Rejected, anything that was rejected, and all basically. So the neat thing with this, and my account's probably like a really bad example of this, but this is an really old one that hasn't been updated. But you can go in and you can send an update. So you can write a message and just say, I think, opportunities have been created or closing date is scheduled, just so you can keep the other agent informed as you go through that process. So it's a really nice way to just stay connected with the other agent, whether it's something that you're receiving or you're sending to another agent. Because if you are sending a referral and they're adding notes in here, you're going to get those notifications. You're going to be able to view that and see those updates as well, which is really nice. You can also view activity log. So you can kind of see the history for that referral. So when that referral was created, when any updates were added, what that was. So that's all going to be really nice as well. You can send that update, but this is also where you can say mark as lost or mark as funded, meaning it closed. So if I click mark as funded, you're basically completing that referral. And then you can submit it. And there we go. So now that's no longer like in my like received. It's now showing up in funded, like meaning it's closed, we're done, all good. I can view that activity log again. But there's that update. Lindsey Vranek completed the referral December 21st, 2023. There we go. Any questions on anything that I covered so far? So the other thing too, so you'll notice that there's a couple buttons up at the top here. If you just wanted to, like, let's say you didn't necessarily send a referral through command, but you still wanted to track it. Like maybe it's not even, you sent a referral to somebody non-KW. You still have the option to track that referral. So if you click that button, track referral, you're just going to manually enter in the agent's name and choose whether it was an incoming referral or an outgoing referral, whether it was a buyer or seller, referral fee, a lot of the same information here. But basically, it's just you're manually entering the agent's name just so you can track it on this screen with the rest of your referrals that you're sending or receiving. So again, this is the case where it's a non-KW agent, or maybe it's just something you forgot to send through command, but you want to kind of put it all together. That's where you'll select that track referral option. And that's where this one for me says tracked. So it wasn't one that was sent through like actually like choosing a KW agent. That's why I have this fake agent name right there. Does that make sense, you guys? All right. One other thing just to note, you can track the progress of the opportunity for all of your referrals. So once you accept a referral, you're going to be prompted to create an opportunity for that transaction. And the agent who sent the referral will receive email notifications every time the opportunity moves to a different opportunity phase. And you can track the progress through my referrals as well. So that's a really nice feature of it too, just within that, the fact that the agent then gets those email notifications automatically, so that you don't necessarily have to be like, hey, we're like, this is where we're at. So it's a really easy way that you can, keep the other agent informed, just have it completely automated for you based on the work that you're doing within that opportunity for your transaction coordinator. All right. You guys, I think that's all I got. Like I said, 30 minutes, quick training. Any final questions?
I guess my one other question on the map feature, when you were showing like where the referrals were coming from, was that just in the last 12 months?
Good question. That I believe, let's see here. I don't think it was the last 12 months. I think it's just basically, it's just all of the data that Keller Williams has stored, I think, since the creation of command and referrals. Because it doesn't say anywhere that it's strictly 12 months, like the other kind of like statistics for the agents. So I'm not sure what that time frame is. I'd have to do some digging on that. That's a good question.
That's okay. Yeah, thank you.
No, I'm not seeing anything where it says 12 months specifically. So I think it's basically just the data that KW has collected over time, from this applet, which I guess would be 2019, 2020. So the last few years at least. Any other questions, you guys? All right.
Thank
Like I
you.
said,
Super helpful.
yeah, thanks, Mackenzie. Thanks for joining us. All right. Well, this is recorded. It'll be uploaded like always. So if you need to watch it back, or if you have any questions that I didn't answer today, please reach out to me. But yeah, otherwise, I hope everyone has a very happy holidays, Merry Christmas. And we'll be back in January for more tech and marketing masterminds. So stay tuned for those. Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
Lindsay.
Thank you.